How do you feel about marriage in general? Does it work? Is it obsolete? What do you think?
I guess to me it works, but I guess it just depends on who wants to get married and who believes in marriage, I guess. Most people nowadays think that marriage is obsolete. There's a lot more single people in this country and those getting married a lot later in life.
Marriage, like, I think that someone should be in love to even get married.
I think it works. You just have to be ready for it.
What do you guys think?
I believe that it is something that is very necessary in our society today. It keeps people's morals and values intact, I believe.
I think it works if people get into it for the right reasons.
I think it's absolute because marriages nowadays, most people just last 10 years and that's it.
It works depending on where you are, how you've grown up, and what you've been introduced to.
What do you think is the main reason men cheat on their wives?
I don't know. I would lean more to they cheat for physical reasons. They're not getting enough, they're not getting enough out of the relationship.
No, maybe they're just tired of the current girl.
The majority of the time when someone's cheating or when a guy's cheating is because he just wanted sex from another person, right? That's the majority of the time.
Some guys just
Well, they log on to Facebook.
I think that cheating happens for many reasons. Maybe it's an emotional insecurity within yourself. Maybe your partner isn't conveying what they like about you or giving you insecurities.
Lack of sex in a relationship.
Okay, what if I tell you 92% of the men cheat for emotional fulfillment?
That makes sense.
Not for physical fulfillment.
I could see that.
Do you think men would have a longer life expectancy if married?
If married,
Yes.
do I think they would live longer if they're married? Yes.
No.
No.
I think it probably won't make that big of a difference.
It depends on how stressed out they are. If they have a stressful marriage, then they'll probably not live as long, but if it's pretty stress-free, then...
Well, then again, if they're not married, they don't have any ties, so they don't have to be careful.
I mean, it's possible because they're saying, if you're happier, you live longer. So if you're happy with the marriage, then yes. But if you're not happy with the marriage, then no.
Okay, the answer is that single men have a 250% mortality rate higher compared to married men. What do you think is the most important thing for marriage to be successful?
Trust.
Trust.
Emotional compatibility.
You can't trust somebody and you can't tell them everything. In a marriage, you should tell your partner everything.
That is a tough one. I think still being able to laugh and joke about stuff. I mean, not just constantly, but you need to have, mutual love and respect.
Trust.
Communication.
Mutual understanding. They gotta understand each other.
Okay. What if I tell you 93% of Americans say fidelity is the number one reason for a successful marriage?
Oh.
By the age of 35, 10% of women have lived with 3 or more husbands or partners. This is a true statement.
Wow.
That's your reaction. Wow.
Wow. That's a lot.
How many of them have died and how many of them are rich?
It's a lot.
I'm not really surprised.
Good statement.
That's, so they've been married at least 3 times or lived with someone else by the age of 35.
Yes.
I'm behind.
Well, it's possible. I mean, they don't have to technically be married, you know. So if you're like dating someone, you move in with them. It doesn't work out, you move out. So yeah.
50% of marriages end in divorce, and so then like those people look for other people to be with, and just like it makes sense that they would look for someone else, but that someone just wasn't the right person.
Do you believe that 50% of married men are more physically and emotionally fulfilled than single men?
I'm gonna say yes.
I think in certain cases, yeah, that can definitely be true.
Well, I mean, it makes sense, perfect sense. With the single guy, you get all the emotion, not all the physical stuff you get, but you get none of the emotional. Where with married, you can get all the physical stuff, sometimes not, but you get most of the emotional, if not all.
I think it's because they feel like they found their other half. They feel like they have more of a purpose. They're not, longing for that.
Well, yeah, if it's a good marriage, then yeah, because they don't have to like go out and find that person.
True statement. 41% of American women believe that marriage is obsolete. What do you think about that? Do you think?
It's not really that surprising because I guess there's a lot more professional, fulfilled women who don't want a marriage, I guess.
So I can see how.
I think that is probably one of the reasons behind women living with so many people before 35.
I can see that since divorce rates are so high and like you have the whole, let's just live together thing.
I can see that, but the only way, I can see that is probably, again, with women that are more experienced with it, and mostly I'm thinking divorced women can't go back out and find someone else.
That's just negative thinking. 41%, almost half of women think that marriage is completely obsolete.
It's fucked up.